Hi everyone, Caldam here with another VOX Immortalis commentary guide. This video is the normal difficulty of Blood Queen Lana'thel in Icecrown Citadel. Your raid composition should be 1 main tank, 1 off tank, and 2 to 3 healers. Your raid should position so that the center of the room is left open, and the way we do that is we have both our healers on either side of that inner circle, and then our ranged DPS spread out in a semicircle outside and around them. This gives heal range to everyone in the raid at all times. There's a couple reasons for this. The first is Pact of the Dark Fallen. If you look on the top left, there's a red link between 2 players right now, and that's because they both got Pact, which is randomly cast on 2 non-tanks. While they have Pact, anyone within 10 yards of those players will take AE damage until both the players run next to each other within 5 yards. Doing this removes the Pact, and then they can go back to normal positions. So generally you'll want people to run to the center of the room, and this will allow them to not AE other people while they're running. The next reason that we keep these positions is Swarming Shadows, which is a debuff exactly like Legion Flames from Lord Jaraxxus in Trial of the Crusade. And at the top left you can see there's a couple trails of this shadow fire on the ground, and that's basically the same thing. Swarming Shadows leaves a trail of fire for 6 seconds where that player runs. So if you position this way, people can run outside away from the raid, and it won't cross that trail with other players. Another ability is on tanks only. The main tank will link to the closest player in the raid to them with a Blood Mirror, and this causes that player to take 100% of the damage the main tank takes, but in shadow damage. It's not mitigated by any damage reduction effects. Tank cooldowns don't work, tank talents don't do anything, resistance doesn't do anything. It's just straight 100% damage of what the main tank takes. So the good news is you can actually use a non-tank class if you have enough health to survive it to do this. Right here she's going into her phase 2, which is very short. She'll run to the center, fear everyone for a moment, and then start casting Blood Bolt Whirl, which is randomly cast on a few raid members at a time and causes a basic Shadow AE bolt. So the raid needs to spread out when she starts to fly in the air. If you have any fear removals, that's a good time to use them, because you want people spread at least 10 yards, otherwise they risk AEing each other with Blood Bolt Whirl. The next ability is Shroud of Sorrow, which is just a constant AE pulse that's going on. And at the start of the fight, this actually is more dangerous than at the end of the fight. The reason for that is at the start of the fight, no one will have any heal increasers, but later on in the fight, they'll be healing themselves through Vampiric Bite, which I'll explain now. Early in the fight, Lana'thel will pick a random raid member, usually a DPS, and bite them, and this gives them Essence of the Blood Queen, which lasts 75 seconds, doubles their damage, causes them to heal for a portion of the damage they deal, and they cause no threat. After that 75 seconds, they get a debuff called Frenzied Bloodthirst that lasts 15 seconds, and while that debuff is up, that player's main abilities are reduced to only 1 ability, which allows them to bite a new player that hasn't been a vampire. So this process just repeats over and over. The first person, after 75 seconds, bites the second person, and now they both get a new stack of Essence of the Blood Queen. And then 75 seconds later, those 2 people bite 2 more people, and so on and so forth. If you do this properly, you should be able to get 8 people bitten, and then Bloodlust just after that for really huge damage. Those are the basic abilities. Just handle the bites correctly, and you should be fine. Thanks for watching.